What is the advice that you would give to someone fresh out of acting school or someone fresh out of Newfoundland who has been reenacting movies in their shed and wants to forge a career in Canada?
I would say, well, believe in yourself. Right. That belief is going to help you through so many stages, whether you go to theater school or film school or any other thing. Once you're convinced, and you should be, that there's only one of you on the planet, that should be enough to get you started. And later on you may find out that certain things do not fit the canvas as well as they might in this business, but for the most part, you have to become very much your own person, and you must never leave that person at home. You take it with you wherever you go. Whatever kinds of auditions, whatever kinds of meetings, you take yourself with you. Put on no cover, nothing. You go as yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There are those that say, well, movie actors, movie stars are mainly, first and foremost, the personality. If the personality is not there, if the person is not there, then everything has been makeshift, everything has been put on, everything has been, but once all that color, all those colors and that make-believe of following other patterns, then stick to your guns and go in, and you'll be of much more value. Too many young people in this country, in any country, I suppose, they get discouraged because they know it's a huge industry, and they leave their dreams behind on somebody else's doorstep, and they enter the throng, right, and ruts that have been created by others. Your voice is the first voice you heard saying, I want this. Right. And that's the voice you must remember. That's the one that's going to carry you through. You don't just buy anything that's going. Mm-hmm. Otherwise it becomes too fragmentary, But the most solid is to make sure that that voice that you first committed yourself to, as far as your love of the business and everything else, that is yours, does not belong to anyone else. And you keep listening for it. And you stand up and shout it loud and clear if you have to.
How have you, over 50 years, dealt with rejection? Do you deal with it well? Is it possible to deal with it well?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I don't think you have to wait as long as an awful lot of people wait. They seem to, because they're in a very compassionate business, seem to think that, I hope they don't touch me for this. I hope they don't hate me for this, and so on. So that becomes one of the things. I used to have something on the fridge for years. It was a little note that had to do with critics. However, Rich, no.
I won't take this personally.
I happen to love you. No. And the line said, don't wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty and the pigs love it. So that was one of the things. Another was that fairly, while I was still gray-haired, I went back to my loving Winnipeg, where I began acting. I had had a following there. I'd had lovely things happen. I was the first actor to step on stage for the Manitoba Theatre Centre. And I got a bad review for acting and writing. I thought, whew. And even at that age, I was still hurt. And there's nothing worse than second night, showing up for the second night, having been slammed. And I went back for the second night, not the slightest bit interested in my own work, writing or acting. And there was a note that had been left in my mirror and had been sent there by a woman, an elderly woman who was now bedridden, who had seen all the wonderful stuff that we had done, the old stage work, and she was just best theater-going person. And I read it, and it said, "Never mind, Gordon. high station in life is earned by the gallantry with which appalling experiences are survived with grace.
Wow.
I felt so good. I put on that makeup, man. I just, and I got on that stage, and I think I was good.
Yeah.
I was good, regardless. I may not have been any different than the night before, but I felt good, So it's that sort of thing. You just have to know what you are after. And if you know you're right about it, and you've made your choice, stick to it, find your strengths in it, as well as your compassion, as well as your understanding of the true nature of the business you're in, and say goodbye to daylight for a long while if you're working on stage.
Yeah.
And give yourself over to it as you would to any career or anything that you love to do.
Right.